cartoon characters. We're going to start with faces and then work on the body structure. So today we will get started in a few minutes. But I'd like to let you know that at the Wallace branch you can either order or pick up different materials. I'm going to put some on the screen. Unusual history of comic books and art lab for kids, cartooning basics, drawing on the right side of the brain, and last but not least, so you want to be a comic book artist. And these are just some of the different books and material that you can either order or pick up here at the library. So, and then again, let's see, I have I think one or two more items. So this program is called Summer Reading. So it's a summer program reading from now until July 31st, and it's here at the library. You can get more information. This is the Facebook page, and this is the phone number for the Wallace branch, and also the email. So those are some of the things. There's also one event that's coming on Thursday. I will put it on the screen, or I'll have it for you later on in a few minutes. So go ahead and if you are able to, you can grab a piece of paper or a few sheets of paper, pencil, pen, marker, eraser. What else? If you need a ruler or what have you. And we are going to start with folding our paper like so, and we will start and begin to draw our character. Again, this is called Imagine Your Story, and either for you or with your kids, you can kind of just be creative, think outside the box, and imagine, or maybe a question is, what if, and then you kind of continue that sentence. You finish off the sentence. If you were a superhero, if you were a space cowboy or adventure seeker in the mythological realm, then what would you do? What would your short story be about? So that's kind of the idea behind it. So let me switch the camera and then we'll get started. Again, grab your paper, pencil, pens, and markers, and so forth. All right, so hopefully you can hear me and you can see the screen here.
Are you good?
Yeah.
You need something else?
No, I'm thinking.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let us start. I always start with my pencil. We'll sketch out what we want to kind of draw. I'll give you, show you a couple examples or ideas. For instance, let's see. So these are a couple of like cartoon characters or just characters I drew and came up with, and some I looked at different reference material. Others I came up on my own to draw them on paper, and that is what we will be doing today. And also, okay, hold on. Okay, great. So, yeah, let's see. I have a couple examples again. We will be drawing the characters. This is kind of just a mannequin that I kind of created and sketched out, so you can kind of see the form and the shapes and the shadows that each shape makes. So we work with kind of like cylinders, cone shape, spheres or balls, and so that is the idea there. And then we're going to work on our faces, our head, and what kind of character you're going to be drawing. Again, you can maybe draw a cartoon character of yourself, or maybe a character that you enjoy watching or you read about, and you like to make continue a story about them, like a short story that you came up with that character. So that's where we are going to work on today. Let's see. And depending on the type of character you want to draw, we can start off again with more cartoonish if you're kind of just beginning and you want to kind of sketch that out. This is the character here, just kind of changing the facial structure and the eyes. And then one I drew is more realistic, or kind of has a little bit more detail. You kind of see the structure, facial structure, and more shadows and creases in the jeans or the pants. So that is also a possibility. And then we're talking about drawing faces again for one that wants to draw a girl or a young lady, and then a female kind of warrior princess. That's another idea. So we can kind of work on all those. Let's see. But if you are able to, you can. Okay, we'll start sketching. Again, I draw using light, kind of sketch light lines first to get an idea where everything is at and where it's going to go. Kind of divide or draw a center line, so I know that I have equal amount of space on both sides. And then you draw the cheek and chin, kind of determine where those go. Underneath this line is where I usually put the eyebrows and the eyes. So I'm going to make these eyes just a little bit bigger, and then the nose and the mouth right there.
Still
Okay.
on?
It's again.
You still on?
Yeah, it started live, but okay, and then kind of same distance between the eyes and the nose. You could put your ears there, and then so we'll start with that, and then once you get that all set, you can start erasing some of these lines. So this circle turns into more of an oval shape. Okay, and then let's see. Okay. All right, then. So now, let's see, we'll go and draw. Let me draw a female as well. Okay, so this one I'm sketching out the head, the face, and the eyes. And the lips. Okay. And then I'm going to add more hair for her. All right. So now, let's see. Okay, so now we got both of those laid out. I'm going to now, I guess, like outline it. Just like keep sketching what I want to see here. Okay. All right, and then if you would, you can put in the comments that you're joining us, and also if you want to, you can share it. I appreciate it. Again, we're doing this with and for the Wallace Branch Library, and we want to let as many people know that we have this and we're doing this for the community. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to put more detail in and outline it. Okay. So we have his eyes there. So now go and draw in the nose, the mouth, and then I'm going to create more cheeks here. Okay, and then all right. Now with the eyes, draw the circle for the light reflection, and then behind that is the middle and that. Okay. And add the hair. So sometimes go back and forth between the pencil and the marker. Okay, and then kind of just all right. All right, so this is the male or the boy, and then I'm going to go and start drawing the female. So I'm going to start with the eyes, and hers will be more, will be thicker and have more outline, like so. Okay. And put in the nose and the lips. Okay. And I'm gonna sketch. Okay, get her eyes in. Okay, let us know if you joined us, if you just joined us, and if you want to grab a piece of paper, pencil, pen, and markers, and draw some characters with us. Okay, her ear will be here and then covered with some hair. Got one curl coming down, then the rest is right there. And then these are just some basic techniques, but you can either come up or start developing your own style. Yeah. Let's see here and there. Okay. All right, and I'm going to see, we're going to braid these. Okay, and so we add a little bit of shadow. Go this way. It's good as well to invest in a set of markers with different thicknesses or different size. Let me show you this. So like some sets would be like 3 pens, and they have different nibs. So that can be purchased sometimes $3 or more. And that way, you always start with your thinnest marker, and then you always go to the thicker marker, because all your details are in your thin marker, and then you trace or outline like all of your outside around the object, whether it be the hair, the lips, the face, and the body. You always go and trace around it with a thicker one. So let me see. Okay, I'm going to Okay, so I'm going to, I think I'm going to go 0.6 or 1. Try 1. So now my thicker marker will just be for certain objects or parts of the character. And that what creates the illusion of your character either standing out or coming off the page a little bit. Give them a more bolder look. Okay, let's do this one as well. All right, so you see once I erase all of the pencil marks, you can see the character has a bolder look and so forth. Let's see. All right. So if you join us, let us know in the comments what you are drawing, or if you're watching maybe with your children. and ask any question that you might have. Let's see. Okay, so that is the first part. We drawing our character's face. Now we're going to go and start working on the character's body. Again, here are some examples. This one is different forms that make up the body. This is one. You probably do something similar to this one. And let's see, this one here. I'll probably do something like that. Okay, so let's you can continue with your sheet of paper or get a new sheet. I will go and grab me a sheet of paper. Folding it here and then go and draw two characters and their body form. Okay, so we use, again, starting with the shape. Okay, I folded it in half so I know this is kind of like the center. And then I'm going to draw one character here, next one over here. Okay, and you can kind of work your character, use the cross and then the circle. And I'm going to put in where the eyes will be just a little bigger, and then the nose and the mouth. Okay. So also, if you're interested, I start off with this to tell a story, and then from there you try to talk about different parts of your life. So that's one of the reasons of creating this type of designing. So if you never thought about really drawing or sketching, this is just one of many ways to relax and be creative at the same time. Get your mind off of certain things and then kind of rejuvenate and get refreshed to do other things. And And if you either have or desire to own a business eventually, this might be a creative outlet to figure out what my logo or design or branding might look like. It might not be a face, it might not be certain lettering, but it'll get you to, again, think outside the box and think of things differently to make your idea more reality. Whenever I'm either building or getting an idea, I'll sketch it out, and then it might even be building something for our backyard and so forth. But it's a way of, just like for some folks, it's either listening to music. I do that, and then also watching a particular program or a type of movie, and then so this might be something to create your first book or write a screenplay for the idea you had, kind of just putting your characters or your story in organized way to make it one step closer to your goals. Okay, so I have their face, and then get their center line. Let me sketch it out here. So this might be a part of your company's logo or the mascot for your logo or for your company. Let's see. Okay, so the body, we can use a shape of a square or a round object. Okay, and then for the female, we will see, she's gonna have a short baby doll shirt. So you kind of place where see her hands. Okay, same with him. Have his, let's see, his arms and hands. But you can you can tell your story. If you want, you can put what you're working on in the comments box. If you're working on an art project or you're starting a business, it'll be cool to hear about it. Okay. Let us know. Okay, so I am working on the feet now. Okay, usually instead of going straight out like so, draw a line down more and around. Okay, and then that goes away. So your feet aren't sticking more sideways, it's going kind of towards the front. Okay, and let me see. Okay. All right. Again, going out and around. So this program or this is part of the Imagine Your Story. And that'll be good. You can leave in the comments what would your story be about. So now I'm going to, let's see, make some adjustments. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna erase most of these extra lines here. Let's see, go. Okay, let's see. All right, yeah, let me go and touch this up here. I'm going to start outlining. Let's see, we got a few more minutes here. Let's go, let me see what then this is. Okay, and so while I'm outlining these, again, here are some other drawings we did earlier. Get this one. Get this one. Okay, so I'm going to sketch this one. So this mark or this pen is a 0.4. I think most pencils and Some pens are 0.5, so this is a little thinner, and then I'm going to finish it with either 1, which will give me about, let's see this thickness here. So the 1 is like the outline here. So let me try to. And again, you can either draw for fun or draw to get better at your craft. And remember to use this as a time to relax, be creative, and get your mind off of other things if you need to. And it might be something to help you get your business going. So these are more like caricatures. Their heads are larger, and then they have a smaller cartoon body. And then put something in their hand.
Yeah, all set, y'all done?
Almost. Just a few more minutes.
Yeah, take your time.
Okay. Okay, so this one is done, and now we're going to outline this one here. So I think you kind of see how this one is done. And I'm going to finish this a little bit more. Alright, so this one I'm going to finish up offline. but you kind of get the idea there that you have your character's face and their body, and then you start working on adding them in different action poses, get them in, like you can do a side view, front view, and then they would either conversate or getting into some type of kind of activity and so forth. So that's what you can be working on, and hopefully for the next time. Okay, so share. So anyway, this is the final. This is pretty much what we have here for today. Hope you enjoyed it. We are going to finish up until next week. Again, here's some other artwork that we've worked on earlier today. This one is another one. But yeah, use your different art tools to create something special. Make another story or kind of an idea that you have a concept for, either a story, a movie, a book, and start creating it. And creativity is our superpower, so use it for good and use it to benefit and help the rest of the world, the community as a whole. Again, my name is Mark the Artist, and we're working with Wallace Branch Library, Augusta Public Library, specifically Wallace Branch. So make sure you either find out more information about them or with them. This is their phone number. This is their email address. You can find them on Facebook and also on YouTube and so forth. But until next time, we appreciate you and thanks for joining us. And hopefully next week around 4 p.m. next week for the adult session, we will see you. Take care. Thanks. Bye.